All right. Hi, first graders again. So if you're seeing me, hopefully you watched our video for some more main idea review. If you didn't, click out of me, go click that on the shelf. All right, now you're back to me. All right, so I wanted to read a story today, and you're gonna help me find out the main idea after we're reading it. But it's called I'm Bored, brought to you by Michael Ian Black and Debbie Ridpath Oy. So, and a potato. Well, that's weird. Okay. So this author and illustrator, they just put the title on the front cover and then they put their names on the back. So that's okay. They can do that sometimes too. I was a little confused at first. I was like, who wrote this story? And then I just do some investigating. I had to go looking around detectives. Okay. So I'm bored. All right. Have you ever been bored before? I kind of have. All right. So this is just written bored in a lot of different ways, or boring. I'm bored. I'm bored. Bored. Blah. I'm so bored. Have you ever been like this, girl? When you were walking around your house, like, Mom, I'm bored. Right? You ever do that? Hey, a potato. A potato? What am I supposed to do with a potato? Yeah, hit her in the head. I'm bored. What? The potato talk? What? Okay, this got interesting. You want to do something? Sure. What do you like to do? I don't know. I like flamingos. There are no flamingos around here. Well, that's disappointing. I'm bored. He's bored. How could a potato be bored? Because I have to hang out with a kid. Kids are boring. What? What are you talking about? Kids are fun. Prove it. All right, potato. We can do cartwheels. Boring. And skip. Boring. Or spin around in circles until we get so dizzy we almost throw up. Boring. Like that. Kids can play games and do ninja kicks. Boring. Boring. And walk on our hands, see? Boring. Potatoes are a little rude. You know what else? Kids can imagine stuff. What kind of stuff? Like this, see? Now I'm a famous ballerina. Boring. She is not happy about him. Everything she's doing, he's like, boring. Now I'm a famous lion tamer with the most ferocious lion in the world. Boring. Oh yeah? Well, now I'm a fairy princess with my own castle and dragons and unicorns and stuff. I'm so bored, I'm snoring. Snoring. Kids can swing. Boring. Kids can jump. Boring. He's on top of a snowman. I think that's funny. Kids can fly. Boring. Kids can do anything. Yodelay hee hoo. Boring. 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 Well, of course it's boring. The potato's boring. Sorry, I'm getting a little upset. I gotta bring it down to snow. I'm a little upset though, because he keeps saying boring. Oh, she got upset. Okay, now I feel a little bit better. How can you possibly think kids are boring when we can do all these cool stuff and think all this amazing thoughts and be anything we want to be? I'd rather be a kid than a potato any day. Ooh. Yeah, she had it with him. He was getting so rude and saying boring, boring, boring. She was like, I'm a kid, I can do lots of fun stuff. You're the boring one. Oh, there's that like tornado, right? Remember with Mo Willems and the pigeon? She's just so frustrated. She left. Hey, a flamingo. Now we can finally have some fun. Remember he said he liked flamingos? I'm bored. What What could you think the next book would be about? Yeah, maybe the flamingo having a whole, or the potato trying to convince the flamingo that, hey, this isn't boring. Look at all the cool things we can do. And the flamingo just going, I'm bored. This is boring. I'm bored. Potato got a little taste of his own medicine there. So I really like that story. I think there's another one about it to find in my classroom when I go back. So that was I'm bored. Now, is the main idea about just being bored? No, I mean, the title was called I'm Bored, but that wasn't the main idea that that author was trying to get us to know. What do you think the author was trying to tell you? What was the main idea of that story? That you should eat potatoes? No, that potatoes are also French fries? No. The author was trying to tell you that kids are fun. You guys are fun, right? You guys can do all sorts of stuff. And you can, and so if you're going to say, okay, Ms. Knowles, you're saying the main idea is kids are fun. Well, what's your evidence? How do you support that? Well, I'm supporting it here. Here's some details. A key detail is you guys can imagine stuff. I know at recess, I think some of my classmates were imagining they were playing Among Us. They were pretending they're having emergency meetings and all that stuff, and they were using their imagination. It was so awesome. We were just playing like that. You guys can imagine stuff that sometimes as adults we kind of lose our imagination. We forget how much fun it can be. And you guys do it all the time when you're playing, and it's so awesome. So kids are fun because you guys can imagine stuff. You can play games. You're always playing games. It's so fun to watch, right? You play games. Maybe it's a board game. Maybe it's just a game that you just made up because with your imagination, but you can play games. And another key detail that she was trying to show him that they weren't boring was that she was doing cartwheels and skips and karate kicks and ninja kicks. You can do all sorts of those things. That makes you fun. You guys are kids. You guys are fun. That's the main idea here. Kids are fun, right? You don't got time to be bored. There's so many things you can do, especially with your imagination. So those were the details there. So again, that story wasn't the author just trying to say, you can be bored. No, it was showing you how awesome you are, how awesome kids you are. You could do all sorts of stuff. I hope you like that story. I really like the story. I'll try to find the other one. I don't know if it's, I forget what other one it is called, but I like that one. I used to read it all the time. So let's see. Oh yeah, I told you before, make sure you read a book at home. And then when you do read it, tell someone what you think the main idea was, or if you go on Raz Kids and do that too. Okay, so have a great day. Make sure you watch all the other teachers' videos. All right, and work really hard.